think I'm good. Hello. Am I good? Hi. Hello, everybody. It's Saturday. Yeehaw. Come on, giddy up. Let's see some people. Come on in. We got things to do, girls. I see no one. There's one. Yay. Say hello. Tell me you're here. I want to see you. There's Christine. Hello, Christine. Betsy. You see all my sprinters, my melting sprinters. If you're melting, throw me some love. I want to see some love. If you love melting. Oh man, I've got steam. It's a steamy one out here. How's everyone today? Hi, Mary. Lisa. I am doing good, thank you. There's my Marla. Hi, guys. Kathy, you guys are all coming in. This is great because today is going to be a rockin' day. We're going to jam and talk about some things. First of all, see my happy pink color? I just want you to see this. The last time I wore this blouse was when I went to see Hamilton. A girlfriend of mine surprised me with tickets to Hamilton, and we went together in New York City, and this was for my 59th birthday. I haven't worn it since then, so I thought I would pull it out, and it gave me a happy memory. Hot pink. Hot pink. Lucy's back. Yay. And Sandy, look at you guys. Let's get it going on. Marianne from Los Angeles. Marianne, I grew up in Whittier, California. You know where that is? I'm just going to talk to you a little bit because when I get down to the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk, the meat and potatoes, I should say, you guys, I want you to get some paper and a pencil and start writing because we are going to get down on it. We're in day 6. Are you ready for that? It's day 6. How can you believe that? We've gone this far on the sprint. The results have been magnificent. I have been so proud of watching everyone, and I've cried more than once watching everybody and all the things that they're doing. Your hot melt dressing is gorgeous. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like that salad dressing. Isn't it delicious? Yes. You're in Canyon Country. I know where Canyon Country is. I have a friend who lives there. Kim, my friend Kim from high school. Okay, and sometimes she even shows up here. So if Kim shows up, we'll say hello. Love potatoes. I have a potato recipe. Listen, if you're joining us for the hot melt diet, we will be pulling out that potato recipe because it is to die for. Okay? Yes. There's all kinds of things that are a good stand-in. Yes. There is good salad dressing, and now that you have made good salad dressing, start saying goodbye to the bottled stuff. The bottled stuff's crap. Sorry, guys. But if you look at all the ingredients that are on there, it's an eye-opener. They use crappy vegetable oils, which you know are super inflammatory. They use a lot of emulsifiers and things that are going to make that have a stable and long shelf life. They have no... I want you to have a long shelf life. I don't care about that salad dressing. I want you to have a long shelf life. Yes, use the dressing to marinate your chicken. Don't use the other crap. No. Okay, we got a call out here. Marianne's looking for a body clutter buddy. And listen, guys, this is a good time to do this. If you want a body clutter buddy, and I strongly suggest you get one, then you need to find one. It's easy to find. And especially if you're in our sprint group, just put a post out. Just say, I need a body clutter buddy. It's really simple. All right. So you know what's happening on Monday, right? Ta-da, 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 ta-da. I will choose a winner for this book. This book, we're almost down to, like 2 books left. So what you need to do is start sharing this. Share it like a crazy lady. Tell everybody why you love my Saving Dinner Facebook Lives, right? And that you follow me and that this is what we're doing and you're getting some results with the sprint, whatever it is. But just, hit the share button, Put it to public so I can see it, and then say a little something about it. Like, hey, this lady's not as crazy as you think she is. Okay, I can see again. The quote of the week I've just kind of let it go because basically it's about Jack LaLanne. It's about Jack LaLanne talking about how important it is that if you don't use your body, you're going to lose it, essentially. And it's somewhere on my very messy desk. Can you believe that? I have a messy desk. Yes, I guess I know what I'm doing this afternoon. But I just want to hearken you back to the contrast of what we have talked about before of you can be powerful or you can be pitiful, but you can't be both. And of course we know who said that, right? And what is her name again? Why can't I think of that? But anyway, so you can be powerful or you can, Joyce Meyer, you can be powerful or you can be pitiful, but you cannot be both. You have a choice to make. Okay? So this is what I want to do today is I want to talk about the body clutter journey that we've all been on, the body clutter carousel, the up and down. You see those little horses going up and down and up and down and up and down. And or it's a yo-yo or it's a roller coaster, whatever it is. I mean, goodness, we'll find it in an amusement park, won't we? But I want to share about this a little bit because this kind of came to me. This has just been a crazy time. Marla and I have been spending a lot of time going back and forth, brainstorming. We're writing this book, and the epiphanies that are coming just from dealing with our own body clutter are just insane. Insane. This is what happens. And when I start looking at how it is that we're taking care of our bodies, again, it's back to the contrast. We're either honoring our bodies or we're dishonoring them. We're either moving them or we're sitting all day and dishonoring them. And then we get surprised, surprise, you have a chronic disease. Surprise, you brought this on, but oh, it's a big surprise. No, it's not. It's just a matter of time. That's it. That is it. Move your body. And we've given you plenty of things that you can do with it. Feed your body. I told you yesterday when I was talking about when I fuel my car, I better put diesel in it. I have a diesel car. It requires diesel. If I put gas in that car, it may go for a little while, but it's going to stop. It's going to, I can't make those noises, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? This is what happens. This is what happens when we don't fuel our bodies correctly. I want you to sit in the place of contrast and understand there's black over here and there's white over here. Your body doesn't make judgments. Your body either can use what you put into it or it can't. Your body is either going to respond well and be nourished, or it's going to respond in a way that isn't good for you, and it's going to cause inflammation. It's going to cause weight gain. It's going to cause all of it. So this is why we want to get to this place of understanding. And I'm going to be talking about this in massive detail in the Hot Melt Diet group. Now, I want you to graduate from the Sprint group. I want you to go to the Hot Melt Diet group. And if you've been a part of the Sprint group, you've gotten an email and I've sent it out. Yes, it's a paid group. I believe that when we invest ourselves, and we go to the next level and we invest, then we're all in. And I'm asking you for an investment. Yes, I am. I am brave enough to say that. But I'm going to invest back in you. There will be a weekly coaching call, okay? And if you want that information on how to do it, somebody will post it in here. But it's basically savemedinner.com/melt. Now, if you've been a sprinter, this is the next level. This is what we're doing. If you find that you just need to get started, I want you to start with a sprint. I think the sprint is a perfect place to start because this is the place where you get to clear the decks and you get to sit in the contrast and you get to see this is what's been going on and now I don't need to do this anymore. Okay? So, And I just want to talk about one more thing before I get into this. I've got charts and everything. They're really crappy, but it doesn't matter because it's going, thank you, Liz, what a sweetheart. It is going to really help you to understand all the things that are going on. And I don't know about you, but for me, I'm a reader. My way of learning is reading. And when I especially want to learn something really well, I listen and I read at the same time. So I do audible books, but I also will take that audible book and I will read it, I will highlight it, I will underline, and I will write notes in it if I want to digest it 100% thoroughly. That's me. That's how I roll. But when I'm trying to figure something out for myself, I write it out. I've told you before, I mean, I did this with the kids. We had if-then charts. If you do this, this is the consequence. If you do this, this is the happy consequence. This is the bad consequence. It's a very simple thing. This is how we are rigged, you guys. This is part of the way we are. We reward ourselves, and sometimes we get a little warped with our idea of what a reward is. And that's what we're talking about when we're drilling down what's going on with the food. Because honestly, a lot of us are addicted. And I understand that completely. I've told you my chocolate M&M story a few times. We're addicted. And then the problem is in this place of addiction and in this place of really abusing ourselves, we feel like we're not worth it until we get to that place, the promised land of the ideal weight. And in between that, we don't take care of ourselves. And in between that, we don't take care of our houses, we don't take care of our husbands or spouses, we don't take care of our children. We don't do things the way that we want to do because we're in this constant battle inside, right here, between our ears, of not loving ourselves. And so when we stop for a minute and take an assessment and breathe and look, it boils down to what are you fueling your body with? Your body is always going to take the stuff that you give it and it's going to spit out a result. And the result is going to be either for you or against you. For you or against you. I mean, it's a very simple thing. Our bodies, when we give it, Marla was sharing today on her show that her blood sugar is coming down. Well, she's giving her body the material it needs in order to heal itself. Your body wants to heal. Do you understand that? It is more, no, you're not too addicted to peanut M&Ms. And by the way, Sue, you are a sister. Peanut M&Ms about did me in. Peanut M&Ms got me to 237 pounds. I'm going to talk about that, but we're going to lose the peanut M&Ms. I'm bringing you home with me, Sue. Nobody is going to get left behind, okay? So hang in there with me. I want to talk about this. When you give your body exactly what it needs, your body is going to respond. It wants to heal. That is the nature of your body. Every system inside of your body, it wants to heal. It needs the tools that you provide it via your food in order to do so. It can't just do it it can't do it from crap. Peanut M&Ms are never going to give you what you want. Okay? Do you remember this? I'm going to show you this one first. Here is the timeline of Carbage. I hope I can do this well. Okay? There we go. Do you see that? The timeline of Carbage. We start here with the carbs. This is us. This is the brain going crazy. Yum, 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 carbs, carbs, carbs. I need this. I want that. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Crunchy, salty, chips, whatever your drug of choice is. And then we have it. We have that yum moment. Oh my gosh, that tastes so good. And then that took a minute, right? And then we go to the place of regret, guilt, remorse. We but then we start saying, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to rationalize. Well, I deserved it. I've been doing so good. I just had this 7-day sprint, blah, 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 blah. Rationalize. Then we forget. How convenient, right? Isn't that convenient? We forget all about it until the next time. But the fact is we have to live in the truth of the consequences. The truth of the consequences are the weight gains. You don't gain 10 pounds overnight. It's incremental. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. And then there's the inflammation. And how about the pain? Let me just say this. I have been watching the sprint group, and everybody's talking about losing their pain, seeing their ankle bones again, seeing their hands, seeing their faces for the first time, getting a jawline again. Skin, breakouts, rashes, all kinds of things. And the thing is, this is what we do with it, okay? We obsess over this whole food thing. We obsess for minutes, hours, days. Take your choice. It's you, however it works for you. And then we cave in. And we cave. What is it? A binge? Is it one time? What is it? It's minutes, hours. It can be days that you cave. And then you have to deal with the feelings. And the feelings go for minutes, hours, and days. And then guess what? Shampoo, rinse, repeat. And go back up here to the truth of the consequences, which are, here comes that incremental weight. Here it comes, just a little, a tiny, tiny bit. And then you've got your own little, what I call the 4-pound song and dance. You know what the 4-pound song and dance are? It's playing with that same 4 pounds until you forget conveniently. And then you go from here to way over here. You want to see mine? I'm going to show you my my timeline. I'm 61 years old. I don't care about my age, but I just so you understand where I'm coming from. At 120 pounds when I was 18 years old. When I was 45 years old, I was 237 pounds. When I was 57 years old 4 years ago, I got down to 151 pounds. I put my cheerleading skirt on. I did. I couldn't zip it up all the way because I wasn't 120 pounds. Also, my body composition had changed. Your body composition does change. I'm sure I was muscular back then. I was pretty much an athlete. I was a cheerleader and all of that, and I did things all the time. And of course, I thought I was fat at 120. I mean, I'm 5'8", 120 pounds, and I thought I was fat because I wasn't as skinny as some of my friends. And we get so wrapped up in that. But our weight isn't important. Our weight is one measuring stick. Just like calories aren't it. It's not calories in, calories out. Calories are one measuring stick. This is why I say measure yourself. And if you saw in the Facebook group, we had one gal who was really discouraged because her weight hadn't changed. But then she she felt different, pulled out the measuring tape and saw that she had 5 inches off of her waist. You think something's going on there? If we only go by one measurement, we are cheating ourselves, okay? One measurement. So I did the 4-pound song and dance. This is how I went from 120 to 237 pounds. I justified and rationalized along the way. I stuffed my feelings along the way. I was in a bad marriage along the way. I had all kinds of stuff going on. I was also in a religious, oppressive kind of a situation as well. I had all kinds of things. But along the way, you can put all of your weight. Everybody is here, right? Everybody starts at their 18-year-old place. And unless if you've had an obesity problem for a long time, most of us, though, have started at this 120-pound mark. Marla was 125, I think she said. But same idea, and Marla and I are exactly the same height. Right? Marianne said, I remember when you posted that. Yeah, I was so proud of myself. I said to myself, take back your body. That's what I did. I took back my body. And then I stopped taking back my body, I fell into, I made up, here's my rationalizations. And I haven't gained all the weight back. I'm not back to 237. Praise God. But I could have. I lost my mother. I moved cross country. I fell in love. It's really fun to cook for somebody who falls in love, that you're in love with. All of these things, our feelings are all wrapped, good, bad, indifferent, whatever, but they're all wrapped around what's on your plate, right? You want to cook something special, you want to go out to dinner, you want to have nachos at the Mexican place with a big margarita. My gosh, the calorie count on that. Hello. The inflammation that we pick up all over the place. But I want to talk about this because it is along the way that we just gain a little bit of weight. Remember, we gain by the ounce. We never gain in mass pounds. We never do. It's always by the ounce. And so as we gain this weight, get on the pound. Oh my gosh, I gained a couple of pounds. Well, we had that big dinner last night, blah, blah, blah. Yap, rationalize. And then you forget about it. And then another 2 creeps up and you think, oh, what's this? And I'm going to be good. And so you're good for a couple of days. The 4 pounds comes off. And then back on it goes. And we're not remembering that we put on another 10, we put on 10, 20, we put on 30, we put on 40 or more pounds till we have this business going on. And we're doing this back and forth thing. Have you ever seen a dog in a yard who just seems like he's, just being crazy and he's zipping, zapping back and forth? And you're going, that crazy dog. Well, that's us. We're like those crazy dogs, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So what do you think when we lose the rationalization and we come to terms with the truth of the consequences that we brought on in the first place? What do you think happens? Where's my light switch? There's a light switch that goes on. When you get the blood tests back from the doctor and the doctor says, hey, you got diabetes. Here's a syringe that you can start stabbing yourself every day and sticking that insulin into your body because you no longer can handle insulin, right? Now, I'm not talking to type 1 diabetics. I know that's a completely different thing. I'm talking to type 2. Type 2 is something we bring on. It is something we bring on, and I'm sorry. And you can tell me, oh, it's hereditary. Maybe your whole family has it, but it doesn't mean you have to have it. You don't. It's not a have-to-have thing. It's not a have-to-have disease. It's something that we can start taking care of so that we don't get there. Or if we're there, it's something that we can look at and start working with our doctor, with a diet that works. In our sprint group, we have a woman who posted that she worked with her doctor to do the sprint. This is on day 5, you guys. He took her off of one of her medications, cut one in half, and said, we'll keep tabs on this. She's only on 1.5 medications right now. We'll keep tabs on this and we'll see what happens. What will happen in a month if she takes care of herself like this? What can happen? The more we do the things that we know are going to be building our body, we stand in that contrast and understand the things we're giving our bodies are either going to bring it up and fuel it, help heal it, and we can be synchronistically working with our bodies, or we can be destroying them by what's on the end of our fork. We can destroy ourselves, or we can build ourselves. Would we do that intentionally with our children? Would we? No, but we're feeding them, dumbed down kids' foods, We'll give them the child's plate with the chicken nuggets and the French fries. Really? Is that food going to build them up? Are they going to build a palate from that? No. Everything that goes into our body, it's the same as building a house. You will never build a house with inferior building materials. Why would you do that with food? With your children, with your spouse, with yourself? Why? This is where we need to go. This is the place that we need to go. We need to start honoring our system, ourselves. And I'm calling this sort of the body clutter wise honoring system. We are beings. We are beings. Do you understand that? We are human beings, and inside of us, we are emotional, spiritual, physical, and intellectual beings, and all parts of us need to be fed on a daily basis. We need to be speaking to our God and in communion with Him. We need to be calming our little selves down with meditation, with journaling, and understanding and knowing ourselves. We need to be in community with each other and bring like-minded people who will help bring us together, who will help us to be better people. And we can honor them as well. We also need to understand that intellectually, we are the decision makers for our own lives. We can decide at any time to flip that switch. We can decide at any time to take the right path. We can decide at any time that now is the time. Or we can just ignore it all and pretend we don't see it. We can rationalize. We can go away. We can pretend none of this is happening. And when we're rationalizing, we're pretending, and we're putting a shroud over our heads, and we're walking away from the reality of what's going on. The reality of what's going on is when you get a blood test back, or when you're sitting across from the doctor and they're telling you some bad news. That's the pinnacle of what happens. I'm obviously not everything. Don't take everything I say just absolutely one, but yes, there's so much that we can do to control that, and we have the ability, We learn, we practice, we create, and we create our health. We create our health by what we put on the end of our fork. We create our health every single day by the decisions that we make. Are we going to just sit? Are we going to get up off that chair and do a few flights? Are you just going to pretend that 4 pounds doesn't matter? And then are you going to go start the song and dance right here? Yeah, 4 pound song and dance. Are you going to wait to this? You're going to wait till you get to 237 from 120? Or do you just want to do this back and forth business? Right? How about we say no to that? How about we say that's enough? How about if we say stop? You remember stop, drop, and roll? Because your pants are on fire? This is the time. Stop, drop, and roll. We need to take the garbage out. We need to get out of the garbage prisons. We need to stop the insanity of what's going on by the choices that we're making. You have a choice. You are not a victim. You're not helpless. You're not hopeless. You're not, it's, oh, carb. All I think, I saw somebody say, carbs. All I think about is carbs. And I'm saying, okay, so there it is. I know what that looks like. This is what it looks like. Carbs. All I think about is carbs. Oh, look, there I am. Yum. And then all of this, right? This much of fun, this much of regret and remorse, and this much is what's going to just absolutely wipe us out because we sit on our consequences. We sit on them. And those consequences have inflammation attached to them. The inflammation is what is going to bring you to the place of disease eventually. I'm not saying carnage. Oh my gosh, Marla, that's brilliant. Yes, it is carnage. It is brilliant. We're just like, we're like roadkill, getting run over because we've opted out of holding on to our power. We've defaulted to easy. We've defaulted to eating stupid crap. And I say enough. I've lost 6 pounds this week. 6. I'm proud of myself. And I'm also proud of you. I'm proud of you for staying the course, for hydrating yourself, for doing all the things that we need for your body, for stopping the crazy making of and rationalizing it. Yesterday's Q&A, somebody asked me, well, I want to get more when can I introduce more carbs? And we've had a few people who are planning and plotting what they are going to eat when this sprint is over. So, you know what that is? That's akin to? That's like saying, well, I've got all this really good stuff going on and everything is happening and I'm getting these results. Look at my hands, look at my face. Oh my gosh, I've lost all these inches, I've lost these pounds. But tomorrow, when the sprint is over, I'm going to put my head into a can of Pringles. You know? I'm going to go eat those M&Ms like nobody's business. I'm going to fill up my glass with a bunch of Mountain Dew or whatever. Okay, so stop. Really? You're going to take all that hard work and then just throw it all away. How many times do you want to do this? You know? That's the point. How many times do you want to do this? I don't want this anymore. Rita, don't worry about your weight, honey, please. No, don't worry about your weight. It's not about your weight. It's about cleaning house. The weight will come off. It's part of the consequences. The truth and the consequences on the other side, are weight loss, the loss of inflammation, the loss of pain, your skin clearing up. That's the other side. No more regret, no more guilt, no more remorse, no more rationalization, no more forgetting what's going on. You're on it. You're in it to win it. You know, this is how we love ourselves. We love ourselves back to health. We reclaim our rights. We don't forfeit and give up our power. We don't purposely put ourselves in these garbage prisons that we have been hooked on. And let's just talk about it for a minute. Yes, there's going to be a point where you're going to be going, oh my gosh, I'm in this place. Well, guess what you get to do? You get to go online and you get to go into the sprint group and you say, I need a body clutter buddy and I'm really struggling with this right now. Nobody's going to put you down for a struggle. There are thousands of women in there right now who are going to hold you up. We are strong and we are capable and we are able. But the thing that you have to understand is that we need a community. It's not a one-man show. Never will be a one-man show. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be, look, I did this. And all your sisters are going to come running behind you and say, you have done a great job. Well done, my friend. And they're going to celebrate with you. They're not going to put you down. You know? I've told you before, we are not bikini models. We're real women. We're real women with children and grandchildren, and we want to be there for them. And if your idea of getting up in the morning is taking an ibuprofen so you're not feeling pain all day long, I'm telling you, sister, you're on the wrong track. You're on the wrong track. You're destroying your body. That ibuprofen is masking what is going on. That ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever the heck you're taking is a mere Band-Aid to hide the truth of what you're doing to your body. And I'm just here to call it out and to say, come on back. You don't have to do that anymore. And with this being day 6 in the sprint, I don't want to see you guys fall on Monday. I don't want anybody, if you're doing this, right, and you're plotting what you're going to do for Monday, Marla talked on today about, and I mean, I was it. She was talking about the secret eating. Oh, I've eaten in secret. I've eaten in secret. Yep. Going to Trader Joe's by myself was a treat because I could get some little snacky snack that was just going to be for me and eat it in the car. And that eating in the car thing is just, it's a hazard. Don't eat in the car. The only time I ever eat in the car is if I'm traveling cross country. And hopefully that's not going to be happening again for a very long time. And the only reason I'd want to be doing that is to go visit my children. Or going up to Canada to go to the cottage, or, you know, going and seeing Mark's family. But my point is, and I'm going to wrap it up because I've been yipping and yapping for a long time and getting to preaching. There's a choice. There is a choice. I want you to stand in the contrast and understand that food does not give a hoot about you. The food manufacturers despise you. The only thing they care about you is your wallet. They manufacture chemicals, food additives, all kinds of flavors and what have you that addict you. Okay? Your addiction is their payday. And then on the other side, you've got all the weight loss gurus who are there, who are also asking you, open your wallet. I'm gonna tell you my secret. Right? How many weight loss books do you have sitting on your shelves? How many potions and what have you do you have? How many things have you tried? You know, haven't we all tried? Well, it's done. You know, it's done. You understand the truth of what's going on with food. You know what real food is. You've eaten it all week in the sprint. And if you haven't, you need to go to savingdinner.com/sprint, get the plan, and get in our group and enjoy finding yourself again. Finding yourself again. Food doesn't define you. Healthy food will fuel you. Okay? The junk is there to destroy you. And I promise you, a little bit, everything in moderation, blah, 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 blah. No. It's either for you or against you. It's going to heal you, help you, fuel you, give you joy, make you feel good, or it's not. And it's not pretty. And I'm 61 years old. I don't have grandchildren yet, but I'm telling you, when those grandchildren come, I'm going to be as energetic as they are. I am going to be on the floor playing with them, and grandma's going to be able to get up. Not just like, oh, wait for me while I get up because I'm in pain and I can't. That's what we have to do. Look, project toward the future. What do you want? Choose your path. Make a decision. And I hope that you choose to go with me to the next level if you've already melted in the sprint group, and go to savingdinner.com/melt and choose a package. There's a package there. And yes, you pay to play. And yes, you will be coached once a week. And yes, you will have your questions answered. And yes, I will take you alongside. But I am telling you right now, there is a free option and it's there. And if you don't take it, you've missed it. I don't want you to miss it. We'll be doing it all the time, right? But you don't have to wait for the next time that we do it as a group. There's a whole bunch of women in there. We have 1,300 women in there. savingdinner.com/sprint. You'll get an invitation into that Facebook group, and you will get the support and the love and the care and the people and the community. You'll get all of it. You are worth that kind of incredible loving care. If you don't give it to yourself, nobody else will. It's that simple. Project into the future. 10 years, 20 years. Do you see yourself? Are you the vision of who you want to be? This is how we start, you guys. This is how we start. If you don't have the sprint yet, go savingdinner.com, get the sprint, get started there. I don't want to see you on dealing with the Carbage. I don't want to see you doing this business either, going up to 237 pounds and going back and forth like a crazy dog in the yard. I want to see you in the place of seeing your own worth, understanding your own purpose and not giving it up, not handing it off, not forfeiting your life for a bag of chips or a bag of candy or whatever else crap food is what you do. Give it up for. You are worth it. You're worth every single bite of good, healthy food. So, Leanne's done preaching, and I'm going to go eat something. I'm starving. It's time. It is time. Have a fabulous day, and I will be on tomorrow. I don't know what time exactly, but I will be on tomorrow because tomorrow is the last day of the sprint, and I want to make sure you're handled and you're good and you're happy and you're ready It's been a joy doing this with you. I can't even tell you. Plus, it's been good for me. Thou said, I am strong and getting stronger. Yes, you are. And that is a choice every single day. It's just like lifting weights. So thank you. And please share this video. If you have friends, a friend who's struggling and is in prison in the Carbage, a friend who's struggling and needs some help, you can be their body clutter buddy. You can help them. But bring them along. Bring them into our group. We have an amazing community. Thank you guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.